Hey everybody, Mrs. Zimmerman here, and we're back for another math lesson. So today our lesson is all about ratios. Okay, now this is a new topic. We haven't covered this before, so I'm just going to start with the very basics of what is a ratio. Okay, a ratio is comparing two different numbers essentially and seeing how they relate to each other. Okay, so the best way I could think of to explain this is to draw you some shapes. And I have drawn circles and triangles, okay? And if I wanted to know what is the ratio of circles to triangles, we want to know what that is. Circles to triangles. Okay, the first thing I would have to do is count the circles, right? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 circles. 2, how many triangles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to 4 is the ratio of circles to triangles. Kind of see how that works? Other ways you can write ratios is sometimes we write them with a colon in the middle. So 3 to 4. Sometimes it's written 3 out of 4 is another way to do it. Another one is 3 for every 4. There are lots of different ways that we can say and write out ratios. I'm gonna erase this, put a few more examples up here so you kind of see what I'm talking about, okay? All right, I've got a few more examples up here ready to go. So let's take a look. I've drawn us a few more shapes, added a few things. The very first question is asking us, it wants to know what's the ratio of squares to triangles, okay? Squares to triangles. So the first thing we're gonna do is count the squares. I have 1, 2 squares, so my first number is going to be a 2. And then triangles, how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my ratio is 2 to 5. Can you see those dots? There is a colon right there. That's better. Okay, let's try the next one. The next one asks for circles to squares. Okay, how many circles are there? I see 3, so we're gonna have 3 first. 2 squares, we already know there's 2 squares, so my ratio is gonna be 3 to 2. Now, the next one, if you can see it down there, asks for squares to circles. But didn't we just do that one? The order is important. You have to pay attention to what word comes first because that's what number comes first. So take a look. Circles to squares is going to be 3 to 2, but squares to circles, well, how many squares are there? 2, and circles we know are 3. So there is a difference. If it asks you for both, pay attention to which word comes first. That's always going to be the first number in the ratio. Okay, now my last one down here on the bottom says triangles to total number of shapes. Triangles, we can start there, right? We can count the triangles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my first number, triangles, is going to be 5. And then total shapes. Total shapes, total, all the shapes. So how many shapes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my ratio is 5 to 10, right? Or if you notice, we could simplify this too, right? We could divide. 5 to 10 is also the same thing as 1 to 2. Okay, so I said okay like 4 times in a row. Sorry. All right, that is what a ratio is. The next thing I'm going to do is show you how to solve ratio problems.